This is the BRONX Project Podcast. I am your host, Mirez.
And I'm your host, Earl Grey.
And we back, motherfuckers.
Yes, we are.
We took a week hiatus.
Yeah.
Is that
a
sabbatical?
I wouldn't even call it a hiatus. That's too long of a break to call it a hiatus. We took a break. All right? Shit happens. All right? It was his birthday.
We took a week. Hey, speaking of, it was my birthday. Today's my brother's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Manny.
He's 18, so ladies, he's single, ready to mingle.
Single, ready to mingle. Get his thingy tingled.
Hey, hopefully not the wrong tingle though.
Oh yeah, like
wear a rubber, bro.
Yeah, man, shave that shit.
Wipe the crabs away.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, don't get crabs if you shave your pubes. That's a fact, Steven.
No, it is.
It's a fact.
I try to keep myself bald down there.
I'm bald every day.
Honestly,
I'm not even talking about my dick anymore.
Oh, that was funny. Today's beer of the week. This week's beer of the week is
today's beer of the day of the week.
Cerveza Pacífico.
Yes.
Háblame de la Cerveza Pacífico.
Oh my God, Cerveza Pacífico. Anyways, I've been raving about this beer for a little while, since like a week, because I never had Pacifico, and I know that Modelo owns Pacifico and Corona. So
Modelo's crushing shit.
Yeah,
like on the low.
Yeah, with the beer department. So I'm like, you know what? I went to this place down in Long Island City, not to be confused by Long Island. It's Long Island City,
Queens.
Yeah, Long Island City in Queens. By the way, you guys should go there one of these days. Very nice place.
Yeah.
Super gentrified. Super gentrified.
That's the part of me. It's like the Bronx part of me hates gentrification. Admittedly.
Yeah.
And then like the bougie part of me is like, all right, these neighborhoods look nice.
It's honestly the place where white men honestly the place where white and Asian couples, like if you're a white man and you're an Asian woman and you guys marry, that's the ideal place to live in.
Honestly, there are a lot of Asians in Queens.
Yes, a lot of Asians in Queens, but a lot of white people like to date Asians.
Yeah.
I guess
white men, Asian women.
Yes,
you always see that
always
combo.
The combo.
Yeah.
Like if not in Williamsburg, you definitely see it in Long Island City. That is like that couple haven over there. Anyways, I went to a Mexican restaurant.
What's the name of it?
Don't know.
You ain't paying us either way.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Anyways, it's like right next to that park with the Pepsi Cola sign. It's the only Mexican place around there, so you just Google it.
Just figure it out.
Yeah, figure that shit out on your own. And then they had Pacifico cervezas there, so I was like, I never tried one. I'm gonna try it. And I had a good time with it.
But what drew you to it?
I wouldn't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I see a Pacifico. I think I've seen it before. I've never wanted to order it.
That's the thing. Right. I didn't see a Pacifico before, or maybe I just undermined it completely. Like it was just that great child that never got to be famous because no one ever paid attention to him. Yeah,
Joe Jackson.
So I was like, you know what? They only had like a few selection of beers. One of them was like Heineken. The other one was like a Corona. I'm tired of those beers.
Right.
And I saw Pacifico. I'm like, I'm gonna try Pacifico.
No, you're right. It's a Latin restaurant, and they don't have a very good selection of beer ever.
No, it's just the Coronas or Heinekens that you get. Maybe a Modelo, maybe a Presidente, but they had a Pacifico. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it. I heard good things based on internet. And then I tried it, and I'm like, whoa.
What's the name of that website that we used to go to for beer ratings?
It was a Beer Critic, something like that. Beer.
Obviously, our beer rating system is better. But
I mean, yeah, it's not. It doesn't have its own website, but
it will
in the future. We're thinking about it. I guess we're planning it as we speak.
The Beer Project.
Yeah, the Beer Project. Send us your ratings of the beer. It'd be like Rotten Tomatoes for beers.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Rotten beer.
Rotten beer. No one's gonna ever like fucking go to rottenbeer.com.
Yeah, but I'm sure that when they made Rotten Tomato, they were like, no one wants a Rotten Tomato.
You're right, but it made sense.
Yeah,
because bad movies get
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I like the way you think, man.
But like rotten beers, no one.
No one's gonna go anywhere near rotten beer.
I've never even heard of a rotten beer.
Do beers rot?
No, they just get stale. That's some. No. Yeah. More research.
That's what I'm gonna Google right after the episode.
Yeah. Anyways, back to our beer rating system.
Not a beer rating system.
You
Had to sneak that in there.
You go ahead. You want to start off with first rating?
Okay, so to start us off, we have the broken bottled beer. And what's a broken bottled beer, the new listener? It's what the name implies.
I thought you were asking me. I'm like, I'm the only one here.
No, new listener.
Talking about me.
I feel like we're in a crowd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna start looking this way then.
So the broken bottled beer is what the name implies. It's a piece of shit beer. It's dangerous. We describe it as the teethy blowjob of beers, or the dry hand job of beers. Either way, it's not pleasant. You don't want it anywhere near you. You don't want it anywhere near your penis.
So it's honestly the sandpaper of beer. It's rough around the edges and not edible at all.
And it's rough in the center. It's rough. It's rough all around.
It's keep away from it. That's all.
And what's number 2?
Number 2 is a canned beer. It's not even a canned bottle beer. I was about to say that. I stopped myself. But then I said it anyway. So fuck it.
It's like the aluminum, the platinum, but like platinums.
I'm thinking about those. Anyways, it's a canned beer, which is a mid-grade beer. I guess you could call it mid-grade. It's the hand job of beers. You get your beer, but it's all metallic tasting. It's cold to your lips. And I don't know, you associate it with white trash.
Yeah.
I also associate it with like poorness because it's cheaper.
I associate it with poorness, white trash, and also recently hipsters.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
a lot of IPAs are canned beers.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
I think you can only make IPAs and canned beers just because of a rating system. They can never pass.
For those of you who don't know, Earl and I are not fans of IPAs.
I drink one if I'm already drunk.
I think if you're
But
already
the thing is,
drunk,
I'm already drunk. I'm not tasting anything,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm well behaved.
The third tier in our beer rating system is the bottled beer.
Yeah.
And the bottled beer is the good old beer. It's what you want. You come in there, you're like, all right, this is what I'm expecting. It's the blowjob of beers. Mm-hmm. It's good on its own.
Yeah, so good on its going. Unless it has teeth.
It's like, but then that's a broken bottled beer.
Yeah.
That's if you drop the beer, then the teeth come out, basically.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
Please stop.
Please stop. I know you have braces, but that's not an excuse.
I've gotten a braces blowjob before. It's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, I have, and it wasn't bad at all.
Admittedly, when I got braces blowjobs, I was 15.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing.
I don't think any 15, 16-year-olds are I hope no 15, 16-year-olds are good at blowjobs. That's a weird thing.
I don't want to think about that at all.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Oh, my
That's
sister's
disturbing.
16.
Grow up at a normal rate, guys.
Come on, like we did.
I was at my little brother's birthday party yesterday. And these kids they're not acting their age, man. I feel like an old man.
Well, you feel like the responsible dad. You're looking around, and it's like you can have a little bit, but like remember responsibility.
I was staring at everybody like, hey, watch yourselves. There's an adult in the room.
That's the thing. The sad thing is you're the only adult in the room.
I was the oldest non-parent in the room. And I kept mentioning that to Talia all day because that shit made me... I felt weird. This is the first time that I felt old. I said 25. When I was 25, I felt... I'm still young. I'm 26. But I felt young, you know? 25 is not a big deal. 26 is like, holy shit. You better start making some moves, buddy.
The thing is, I don't think it matters the age. It just matters the age that's around you. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
If you're 26 around a bunch of 17 to 19-year-olds, then you're kind of old.
Exactly. Like yesterday, I went to Coney Island with my brother, sister, and my sister's boyfriend. Joseph's 19, right. About to be 20 in November. So, not really about to. Justine's 16. Her boyfriend's 16. and I'm 25. So there's a big gap in age there, and I'm driving, and I'm having conversations with them. I'm definitely conversing really well with all of them, cracking jokes and stuff. But there comes a point in where I just don't understand certain things.
Yeah.
And then I feel real old. And then like I realize I'm walking around and like they're following me like fucking ducklings.
Bro, you're the parental supervision.
Yes, I'm
It's
parental.
insane.
The thing is, I'm not used to that. I don't want to be parental supervision. I want to be irresponsible too. But I have no choice. I'm so responsible in that situation where I just have to just go and be big brother.
Yeah.
All the time.
I kind of like it in some situations. For instance, this weekend. Well, this week, sorry, this is the weekend now. Talia and I took her niece to the botanical garden.
Yeah.
And she definitely, like if I was like, hey, because, you know, kids, they run around. And I was like, hey, Scarlett, come back. She listened to me. And I was like, oh, shit.
It's so much easier with children. Little children, oh my God.
I'm a grown man.
She's like, you have beard and you're tall. Grown man.
You got it, sir.
You got it, sir. You are well respected. But the thing is, when you're surrounded by a bunch of teenagers who look the same fucking age as you, honestly, because the way they grow up, and it goes back to like what you're saying.
Grow at a normal rate.
Grow at a normal rate,
please.
Motherfucker.
Please.
Right now, you guys look equal to me.
Bro, I'm not even gonna front. They were like little. Okay, so for the majority of the time, I was facing away from the party, just looking at Talia, because there was this little girls just twerking around me. Dude, do you know how uncomfortable that makes me?
I would have left.
No, I wanted to. Like, the entire time I was telling Talia, I was like, we're only going to stay here till 12. And then we're going to leave. And the minute it turned 12, my brother, like, we said happy birthday. He cut the cake. We had a slice. We dipped. That was not a party for me.
Oh, that would have been so disturbing.
Yeah.
To see little girls twerk.
And then not only little girls twerking, my sister was there also twerking. Oh. My cousin was there also. It was like not for me. I was not meant to be in that party.
If you're not related to me, you're definitely underage.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if you are, you're always underage.
Yeah.
I often forget that my sister's turning 22 in a month. I still see her as like 16. So there was this one point she was twerking. I was like, darling, can you stop? And then I
go to your room.
Then I was like, I'm that guy. I'm that father in the party.
You're the fucking bummer of the party.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to have fun, and you're just like, I don't like this at all. I don't like what you kids are doing these days.
You kids shouldn't be doing this till you're 21.
This is not conservative. We didn't teach you well.
I felt like a Republican all night. I was like, fuck tax breaks for the poor.
Not even the good type of Republican. Just like the really old Republican. Like the one that when he becomes president, he might just die.
Hopefully Donald Trump, whatever.
He's rich. He's not gonna die.
To get back to the B rating system, we would do this all the time. Keep up. We don't even keep up.
I love that. I love that. Just keep up. That's all.
So the final tier in the B rating system is
the final tier is
draft.
I know what it was. I did it. I didn't forget. Okay, I was just being really dramatic.
Oh, dramatic pause. I misread that.
No, but I kind of. I don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I know you, Josh.
So I forgot a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I was trying to get dramatic, but like. I got dramatic and then I forgot what I was going to say.
We've only been doing this for 8 months. NBD.
Oh, whatever. So yeah, draft beer, which is the high quality, the best tasting type of beers ever. It's the tight pussy of beers.
It is.
It
is.
It's the nice smooth skin of beers. It's the not broken bottle beer. It's not even a bottle.
I wish I had nice smooth. I have eczema, guys. So does Thalia, which is the worst thing.
Well, you guys gonna be like sleeping in cream soon.
We're fucked. We're fucked, babe.
Anyways, like I think I got some smooth skin.
I want to believe that I do.
Only because I sweat a lot.
I think
I'm always moist.
I think I only get eczema in my hands.
We'll talk about your eczema later.
One day.
Later. Let's keep to the beer before people leave the podcast.
Like, this is the eczema podcast. The skincare podcast.
That's our new segment, skincare. But yeah, that is the beer system rating.
What's your Cerveza Pacifico rating?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love this beer. I really do. I tasted it only just last week, and I love it so much. This is gonna be my first draft beer. This is gonna be my first draft beer, and I'm only gonna drink one though.
Yeah,
that's how we're gonna rate it. We're not gonna rate it in a 6-pack. We're gonna say how many draft beers would you drink of this.
I
feel like there's better out there, but I finally found what's really good tastes like.
Right.
That and Allagash.
Really good, and also not as expensive as Allagash. That's an important distinction.
That is a good way to think about your ratings, like how much bang for the buck.
Yeah.
You get a lot of bang for the buck.
A lot of bang is the type pussy of beer.
Yes, you
which usually with type pussy you don't get a lot of bang because you come fast.
Yeah. You just get like 3 bangs and you just try to apologize. Either apologize or you just try to play it out and say, "Oh my god, girl, your pussy's too good. I came mad fast."
Just go back to eating pussy till you get hard again.
Yeah, which might be
it off.
Fucking 10 minutes of eating pussy.
Like, stop eating my pussy. I'm like, I can't.
Bro, you're gonna have the plum face, or prune face, where you're gonna you're gonna come out, you're gonna go in being 26 and you're gonna leave looking 85.
It just tastes so good.
I'm ready anyways.
I'm ready when you are.
But yeah, this is a really good beer.
I would say,
oh my god,
I'm gonna go with you. This is a BRONX Project podcast first. This is a draft beer. That's the Olympics. No, that's not Olympic.
It's like the horn, like when a majesty comes
for Roman times.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah. This is a motherfucking draft beer.
It is.
This is okay. So for those of you who listened to the podcast from weeks prior, you know that the Allagash White was my favorite beer. Then on my birthday week, I had a beer called Schoffenhofer. And that usurped the Allagash White.
Yeah, they just be thrown.
And then 2 weeks later, just 2 weeks later, I have a new number one. Because again, you gotta take availability and price into account. Mm-hmm. This is a $10 6-pack. It's like the price point is the same as a Heineken, the same as a Corona.
Yeah.
The taste is far superior.
Superior. That's the thing. That's what I want to address. That it's not equal to any of those beers. Yeah. It has surpassed them. Superior. Yeah. This beer looks at those beers like peasants.
It does, and it's like they grew up in the same hood.
Yeah. But this one went to Harvard.
It's the one that made it out.
This one made it out, went to Harvard, became an accountant.
And shout out to the accountants.
Yeah, shout out to Pacifico. You have made my day.
And this draft beer. La
Cerveza de Pacifico.
It's amazing. I would I don't think we ever suggest people try beers.
I think you should. I'm gonna suggest trying this beer.
Try this shit.
The thing is, this is from the same makers of a Corona.
Modelo and Corona.
And a Modelo. It's from the Modelo company.
And I know all you Dominicans out there, you love the Coronas. Mm-hmm. I was at my mom's house.
It was only Coronas.
Only Coronas.
Yeah, I remember going to your mom's house and the refrigerator was just Coronas.
Only Coronas.
Yes. Legit.
That's
only
all they
Corona.
fucking drink. And then some Dominicans like Heineken. That's a rare one. But it's mostly Coronas, and then Presidentes, right? Mm-hmm. And then Modelos is a Mexican beer, but also Corona. But I think more Mexicans drink Modelo.
More Mexicans drink Modelos. But I feel like if you're not Mexican, but Sorry.
And I say for people who drink Coronas, switch over to
Modelo.
Modelo.
If you want to be a little Mexican and then drop your Coronas, drop your Modelos, pick yourself up a Pacifico.
And for like my girlfriend's Mexican, right? She's never had this ever. She's fucking up. She's not a real Mexican.
I mean, she's a different Mexican. She's a hipster Mexican.
No, she's an American Mexican.
American Mexican.
American Mexican.
I mean, American Mexican that drinks IPAs.
That's fucking weird.
Anyways, drop the beers that you're drinking right now. Fuck that shit. Throw them in the garbage.
You're done
Get
with
your
that beer.
refund. Drink a Pacifico. We're not sponsored at all.
Yeah, no,
literally not.
Honestly, the best beer. I had it, and the way I would describe it, going down, like while you take your first sip, it's very similar to Heineken, but then that's when it stops. That's when the similarities stop, because everything after that is like far superior. And then I think the best part for me is when I stop drinking. I think with this one I take very short sips, because when you stop drinking, it's like refreshing as hell.
And the flavor's there, and it's just It's like the refreshment of water. No, fuck that shit. You know, like when you're like really dehydrated, and you're like, I should drink water, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna drink a Coca-Cola. And I always have this theory that Coca-Cola tastes better when you're fucking dehydrated. It just does. It hits all of your taste buds right. Think of that. Think of that taste, but in the beer, and just super refreshing. It's awesome. But yeah, this was one of my beers in my beer journey of this whole weekend that I've been having.
We're gonna talk about that. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your weekend, bro.
So Daphne and I, we just decided, hey, before you start this new job, Josh.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, which literally, I mean, tomorrow not for you guys, but like tomorrow for me. Why don't we just explore all the boroughs? But not Staten Island.
Obviously, no one wants to go there.
No one wants to go. That's New Jersey. Come on.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, ew.
I would even put New Jersey above Staten Island. If you're listening to this from Staten Island, I appreciate the download, but also like fuck your whole borough.
Yeah, dude, your borough's an island, like isolated from everyone.
You gotta pay a toll even to get there. Like, it doesn't make sense.
The toll's too expensive to get there once. Jeez, most people that pay the toll is because they made a mistake to go there in the first place. They're like, oh shit, I gotta make a U-turn. That
happened to us once.
Yeah, I know. I'm speaking from experience. Anyways, so we decided to explore each and every borough besides Staten Island. And we first started off with Queens. So Queens' journey brought me to drinking a Pacifico in Long Island City, which I recommend you guys check out Long Island City. Very nice place. I remember going there 4 years ago, and it looked mad hood. It does not look hood anymore. It's like the hood was destroyed by a North Korean bomb, and then America did a really good job to clean it up, and then made like Manhattan. It's like mini Manhattan. Or even a better description. They took Philadelphia, Chicago, and they put it into Queens. And that's what you got, Long Island City.
I like that.
Yeah, a lot of great restaurants, a bunch of beers, and that's how I pretty much ran into a restaurant that actually served Pacifico.
I feel like Queens is becoming the new Brooklyn in terms of hipsterness.
Yeah, I feel like Queens, this is my experience from being there. Queens, especially Long Island City, is the Williamsburg for responsible parents. That's literally it.
That's
like,
that's where we're headed.
Yeah, like for those overprivileged people who have money but also want a family. You go to Long Island City, you spend it wisely there, you get great schools, and you're close to everything.
And also if you're a nice Asian and white couple.
Yeah, if you're a nice Asian white couple, doesn't matter if you're, that's the best place for you, honestly. Like rent there is like $3,000 for a 1-bedroom. You guys could definitely afford that. Come on.
Yeah, there's high earning potential in both the white community and the Asian community.
Bro, Asian people and white people are the most responsible people right now.
Yeah,
most responsible.
As far as earning potential,
most responsible. That's what I mean. They're either doctors or something else successful, and also privileged. Anyways. Went there for breakfast, had my Pacifico. The next day, I went to Brooklyn. I went to Williamsburg, specifically.
Ooh.
Pacifically. And I never really been there. Really went there a couple times for certain concerts.
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, I saw Coheed and Cambria there.
The Never Ender.
Yeah, I had the Never Ender with Steven. I also saw the Boxer Rebellion there with Daphne.
Should have been with Steven, but
yeah,
no,
but
Steven Gibbons took it away for Christ.
Steven was an idiot back then. He's an idiot now, but he was bad back then. Then those are the only really 2 times that I've been there, and then 1 time by mistake. But this time we went on purposely, and then we went to explore. We saw a bunch of record, vinyl stores, and I love records. I love vinyls. And I love them a lot. I want to collect a bunch when money comes through somehow. And that's going to be my thing.
I definitely want a vinyl player,
yes,
for sure.
Yes. And one thing I discovered about Williamsburg is that IPA beers are fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I mean, that's they're literally, it's advertising IPAs. It's...
If you think about it,
my God.
because I would classify Williamsburg as the hipster hub of New York, maybe the world. Debatable, Williamsburg or Seattle. No,
I mean, I would say it's either 2 places. It's Williamsburg, New York, or it's Portland, Oregon.
Portland, that's right.
Portland is literally super hipster.
And then Seattle's a close 3.
Yeah, if you want to be more sad and hipster, you go to Seattle, because it's always raining there.
Kurt Cobain. But Williamsburg, being the hipster capital of the world, it makes, and then the IPA being the hipster beer, it makes sense that the IPA would rule Williamsburg.
It ruled it with an iron fist.
This is what we drink here.
Yes, you would think that Fidel Castro was ruling that shit with IPAs.
You think they got IPAs in Cuba?
No, they just got Pacificos.
They're doing it the right way though.
They understand. They know the good beers over there. But yeah. I went there for a while. I had a good time. I bumped into this Supreme pop-up store. I'd never been to a pop-up store in my life. I thought they were something of a fairy tale. You only hear them in social media, pop-up stores.
Yeah.
But it was legit a pop-up store. People rent out spaces in New Williamsburg just to promote their store for one day.
Mm-hmm. I've been to one.
And it was a Supreme one. Yes, usually Supreme's in Soho.
Yeah.
But it was Supreme. And the thing is, I feel like everybody that went into that store literally purchased nothing. They just went in there just to seem a little cool.
Yeah.
The inside the place, there was a skateboard ramp.
That's the thing with Supreme, though. Because, I really feel like Supreme, most people, it's boring. I don't know. I've never been drawn to the brand. Mm-hmm. Everything just looks like basic shit, and you just slap a logo on it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But somebody made it cool.
Yeah,
and then everyone else was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Mm-hmm. I want to say,
Do you own anything Supreme?
No, I can't afford Supreme at all.
I appreciate.
I think
you.
Supreme's Louis Vuitton, I believe.
No, they have a collaboration. But
okay, there you go.
Separate entity.
Anyways, when you collab with Louis Vuitton, you can't afford it. Unless you could afford it.
Unless you can afford it, then you can afford it.
I'm not gonna buy a goddamn hat that says Supreme for $200.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I would buy some Louis shit. If I'm financially at the point where buying some Louis shit, it won't fuck with anything else. I would buy it, just to own it. Mm-hmm. But I would never buy some Supreme shit. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I knew friends who couldn't afford it.
And got it anyway.
Just because Supreme is Supreme. And it's a plain ass white hoodie that just says Supreme on it.
This is girl I used to talk to a year, maybe 2 years ago. Supreme had a collaboration with the MTA. I don't know if you remember that. And they had the Supreme Metro cards.
Yeah, I did. I have one, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know those sell for $200-$300?
Really?
Yeah.
I still have it.
You should sell it. Because people,
I have to now.
I'm telling you, she went crazy looking for that shit. She had to cop it off of somebody else. Ended up paying $250 for a Metro card, my man.
My man, it's a Metro card.
You still paying $32 a month? A week on it.
I can't believe it. I remember people going crazy and putting it in Instagram. Yo, got my Supreme Metro card. I'ma cherish it.
Yeah, nah, you sell that shit.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I
you.
definitely have one, and it was literally for that one day that I took the train, literally for an interview. But yeah,
all the hype beasts listening to this are tight. They're like, I was looking for that shit for like a month, man.
Well, if you want it, go on Craigslist. I'll be selling it very soon.
Hit us up at the BX Project on IG.
And then look up the Metro card. And post a picture of it. Then the next day I went to Manhattan, which I've explored Manhattan
Obviously.
plenty of times. That's one of those boroughs where I can't get enough of. I enjoy it.
And
I enjoy
like,
Manhattan.
I feel like you can't be from New York and not experience Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Honestly,
Yes.
that one borough, you can avoid Brooklyn. You definitely can avoid Staten Island.
Oh, you can avoid Staten Island. Like you can live in New York and forget that Staten Island was a borough to begin with. Yeah, that's why I was trying to when I was making these plans with Daphne, and I was like, wait, hold on, not Staten Island. I forgot that's a borough. We can't go there.
Okay.
She was like, oh yeah, hell no, we're not going there. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, Manhattan is that one borough that's kind of hard to escape. And you honestly don't want to, because I give Manhattan a lot of shit, but it's a nice borough. It looks nice.
I love Manhattan. I love it.
Except for Harlem.
I actually like Harlem a lot.
Harlem's kind of like ugly looking. It's gentrified, but it still looks dirty. It's weird.
Yeah, but we live in the Bronx, so who are we to judge?
Fuck that shit.
Bro, South Bronx is gross.
It is, but it's like, you know how when someone's gross but you love them? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about the Bronx.
I feel you. Me too. Me too. But I went to Manhattan, and my favorite part of Manhattan is definitely Hell's Kitchen.
Mm.
Not because of all the gay bars. I love those too.
Gay bars are honestly
I love those. They got the best fruity drinks on earth. They know how to make a margarita.
Shout out to gay bars.
Yeah, I think it's $7 margaritas in one of those gay bars in Hell's Kitchen.
I went to a gay bar where they had a drag night, and they had $5 margaritas.
That was definitely Hell's Kitchen.
Needless to say, I was getting some free margaritas.
But yeah, we went into this place called House of Brews, and Mirrors knows this, that we love the Jolly Monk.
R.I.P.
That was R.I.P. Jolly Monk. That was our favorite place forever, and then it went away.
My favorite waitress worked there.
And then I went to this place called the House of Brews. Turns out the same owners of the Jolly Monk own the House of Brews, and the food menu was exactly the same.
Nice.
I was like, oh my god.
And the beer selection.
It was actually larger, the beer collection.
Honestly,
lot larger.
You call a restaurant the House of Brews, you gotta come with the brews.
You get the brews were there.
Yeah, alright.
It had every brew imaginable. My test is, do they have Allagash White?
And they do.
They do.
Ooh.
I was like, oh shit, this is the Jolly Monk, just disguised as the House of Brews.
Because honestly, just to tack on that point, I do agree, because Allagash is one of those beers, it's hipster adjacent, I think. You gotta have it there. Like, if you respect yourself as a beer company, if you're a restaurant who sells beer, you don't have to have it. Mm-hmm. But if you're a restaurant that's like, beer is our thing, that is a very high-end beer. It's really, you gotta have it.
Oh, it's so good. Anyways, besides the Allagash White, the food was, it's bar food, but it was like really good bar food. You're gonna like it. Sliders, burgers, everything. They go in.
I fucked with their food.
Yeah, they had good food. I can't complain about the food ever. They have better drinks, and they have better happy hours. I went there at 5:30, which was like right in the middle of happy hour, because happy hour ends at 7 at House of Brews. And I had like 4 drinks. I had 2 beers and like 2 other drinks that weren't beers, and I was going in. Honestly, I had a good time.
I only want to drink in happy hour.
Yeah, it's so cheap. I think with the sangrias were like $7, beers were like $5.
Yeah, the beers are usually like $3 to $5, and that's amazing when they are.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting all of these things.
For my birthday, Talia and I went to Berry Park, which is a rooftop. It's a bar, but it also has a rooftop section, and that's where we went. We got there during happy hour. We stood for a while, but during happy hour, we were like throwing back our drinks. We're like, I gotta take advantage of happy hour.
Yeah, take advantage of happy hour. all the time. And the thing is, most happy hour places that I go to, they're like, you can only order one drink.
One at a time, yeah.
One at a time. This place, they were like, oh no, you can definitely order another one.
Really?
I was like, what? So like Daphne had like 2 like Moscow Mules next, and then like she had a margarita right there.
I never had a Moscow Mule.
It's really good. It's ginger beer mixed with like depending on the type of Moscow Mule, since it's Moscow, you get vodka.
Yeah,
ginger beer with vodka. That's what it is. It's always super cool and refreshing.
Ooh.
It's really good. You like it because you like.
I like both cool and refreshing.
Not only that, but you like that girly drink.
Whiskey sour?
Whiskey sour.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey sour, but refreshing.
I really love whiskey sours.
It's like whiskey sour, but nice. But yeah, we had like 3-4 drinks per person, and then that was a great time. That was the end of my journey through the boroughs. I wanted to explore the Bronx a little bit more. Like,
you're gonna have to go to the Bronx Brewery.
Yeah,
Bronx
that was my plan, was to go to the Bronx Brewery down in Port Morris, and I didn't get to do that because I guess we were exhausted.
Next week.
Too much fucking traveling. Yeah, I'll definitely go next week. I think I deserve the Bronx Brewery next week. I'll definitely check that out.
After your first week of work,
hell yeah. Anyways, that was a good time, and I appreciate New York a lot more after that.
I feel like adventures are nice. I've never gone to a bar in Brooklyn, and when we went to Berry Park, I was like, holy, this is beautiful. This is really nice. And you know, there was a fireworks show because we went for my birthday, which is July 4th. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Like, you gotta explore the city. Yeah, you gotta explore the city.
Explore the boroughs, not Staten Island.
Yeah, that ass. Stay away.
Yeah, but talking about exploring topics and beers and stuff, Instagram is exploring with themselves, adding this new feature that I think is annoying.
It's the most annoying feature. It's the reason I left Tumblr.
It really is. And that's the Instagram ass.
Guys, you gotta cut the shit out. You're not that interesting. You're not. And I have a theory that I was discussing with Earl a couple minutes ago before we started recording. Some of y'all asking yourself shit. You cannot convince me otherwise. Some of you, because I have seen quite a few less than attractive people getting the ass like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. I love your hair. Like, no one loves your hair. Stop lying. Stop it.
I see so many fucking ass. Like, ask me anything. Why are you so beautiful? Is one of the ass. Like, I don't know. My mama made me this one.
That's crazy. Because you and I follow very little of the same people. Yeah, and I've seen like 4 people answer that question that way.
Yes, exactly. But there's some like weird ass questions that I've seen too. Like, ask me a question. What smells better, your toes or your ass?
Really?
And the person replied with like, oh, definitely my ass and stuff. I'm like, stop it.
I've seen people like shooting their shot on this. Like, oh, when can I take you out?
That too. I've seen that.
Like, I don't buy it. Honestly, I think a lot of people are asking themselves shit for like attention.
Yeah.
And I think the overarching theme, a lot of you're doing it for attention. I honestly, and I'm not here to talk shit about people. You do what you do to get by. It's fine. If you need validation, you need validation. You know, but that's
bro. I don't mind
if you want questions. If you want people to ask you questions, just
I don't mind the asking at all, but I do mind the asking and then making it public.
That's what I'm saying. Just have people DM you.
Like, I get it. You're trying to make your social media profile a little bit more better.
A little interesting.
Yeah, interesting, popping, make yourself look a little more like you got some shit like going on.
People are after me.
Yeah, people are after me. People are asking me all these questions. Right. Ooh, I'm interesting. You're fucking not. No.
Because you're answering the questions the same way. You're getting the same questions everyone else is getting.
Yes.
And you're answering them in the same way.
Exactly. It reminds me of Tumblr. It reminds me of Tumblr.
I'm about to leave IG.
It reminds me of the whole thing. I remember Tumblr was really famous for this. The whole ask me anonymously. The Anons asked me as an Anon, and people were like, these are real people, by the way. It's not like another person asking another person.
And people were fucking rude on it.
They were really, because this is Tumblr, and Tumblr, like, people go in for no reason And like, oh my god, why your pussy looks so nice? Shit like that. I'm like,
I'm a guy.
I'm a guy. How? Like I guess they got that concept from Tumblr. And Tumblr always had it. Not everyone has a Tumblr. But everyone has an Instagram. And if you follow a lot of people,
at one point, because I like clearing my my story. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't watch your stories. I just click through them very quickly.
Yo, same. I don't look at people's stories at all. Like, I just go through it so I don't have those fucking like pink marks like on my tab.
You and Thalia aren't very active on social media, but when you guys post something, I'll watch.
Yeah.
You know? But for the most part, I don't know you. Just clicking right through that shit.
Like, the thing is, I like to see what's going on. Sometimes the posts are nice, like the live posts. They're really cool, and I appreciate that whole like a few seconds.
I never watch anyone's live.
But the thing is that most of the time I'm going through people's thing and it's just like words.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bitch, you thought you better than me, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
You gonna see. We just, listen, to reiterate, do what you do. But just know that everyone thinks that this is annoying. And it's not just me, because so the thing that the Ask Me Anything has done is that it's brought two kinds of people out. The people who want to ask everything,
yeah,
and the people who are posting their story, yo, that's mad annoying, can you stop asking things?
right the fucking like, oh shit, stop asking me things. People literally like, oh, stop asking me questions. You fucking put it up to begin with.
You can't ask questions unless you first put it up.
Exactly. Like, no one's gonna fucking ask you a random question unless it's a DM. That's understandable. But if like they're replying to that message you put online about like, hey, ask me, they're gonna ask. People are gonna ask.
Is there any way to close your DMs?
No, you cannot close your DMs.
I know you can close your like, you can stop it. You can make it so that people cannot comment on your story. But I don't know that you can close your DMs. I'm very interested in that.
I don't know how to do any of that, honestly. All I know is that stop being so shallow. Like, ask genuine questions. Like, people who are gonna ask questions, ask genuine questions.
How's your week?
Yeah, that's a genuine question. That'd be nice.
What's your favorite beer? I'll welcome those questions. Ask me what my favorite beer is.
But people who are like putting it out there to say, hey, ask me questions for like that massive attention, stop.
No, and listen, and I've said it before, if you like attention, you like attention. The thing that annoys me is, and you touched on this a little, like maybe 2 minutes ago, the people who beg for attention, and then when they get the attention, act like they don't want the attention.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Oh my god, it's
that's
terrible.
Annoying.
Oh my god, it's like, how fake can you be?
Right.
Honestly, like, to ask for questions, get questions, answer them in the most rude manner on earth, like you didn't want to be questioned in the first place. Don't fucking start asking people to ask you questions in the first place. Stop it. This is making people, it's going to drive people nuts soon. Driving me nuts. I hate looking through it. I'm going through stories just to see interesting things.
I've been thinking
and all
about
I see is just, oh my god. I have so many followers, like people I follow, that like there's like 20 stories
of just questions.
Of questions going at it with like different like pictures in the background and like memes also included with the GIFs. And
you can post GIFs?
Yeah, you can put little GIFs in with the whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I really didn't know that, man.
Yeah, you could be creative with the questions.
I'm lacking on my socials. My social skills.
Social skills. Anyways, if go ahead and ask questions. Yeah, but
do what you want to do. Just know that we are annoyed by you.
Yes, we're definitely annoyed by you completely. It grinds my gears.
Yeah, our gears are thoroughly grinded.
Yes, grinded so hard that I need to oil them again. But as social media, I've never been a big fan of social media in the first place. I don't even post much things. Most of the things I post up is just like Daphne and I, or like I mean, actually, I think the last thing I did post up was me being pissed off about people asking me to help them, not even help them, like just to promote their shit on a daily basis, like all the fucking time. Like, I understand we host a podcast. I specifically host a podcast for a lot of people I know, and I understand that completely. And I understand that you got new music coming out. I understand that you got a new business coming out, and you want that to be word of mouth because, hey, we got listeners.
We got listeners. You can tack on to our listeners.
Yeah.
We get it, and it does work that way.
And it does work that way, and we don't mind. We don't mind putting your shit out there. But
not only do we not mind, we enjoy doing it.
Yes,
Josh
exactly.
and I, Eric Gray, and I, we started this podcast. We were talking about we want to help people that we know come on, and we want to make ourselves not famous, but like. Yeah, a million weekly listeners. We want to be
known. We want people to listen to us. Obviously, if we're making a fucking podcast, that means we want people to listen.
And we're very annoyed because it seems like it's been a one-way thing so far.
It has. It's not like it seems that way. It's definitely been a one-way thing where we would promote people, where we would, like, people would ask us. We have promoted people in the past. We have. We promoted a lot of people in the past. But a lot of people do ask us a bunch to promote them, especially me. And I haven't yet, only because it frustrates me to not get that love back. And the thing is, like, one thing that I hate more than people, like, begging is the lack of support to come back. Like, I feel it. I want to help you guys out, and I want to support the local talent. I definitely do. Local businesses, everything. But this is a podcast where people are not going to listen to your promotions, me promoting you, if you don't promote us, so people can listen to us promoting you.
Exactly.
You understand that it goes fucking both ways. Like, if you want to be featured on the podcast and you want people to listen to you on the podcast, promote the goddamn podcast.
Right. And the thing
the time.
The thing with promoting the podcast is that promoting podcasts is so simple. Mm-hmm. As far as rating, you literally there's 5 stars. You just gotta click the 5th one. You don't have to comment. Leaving a comment is nice.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it.
Not at all.
Just click the 5th star, right? Click submit.
That's it.
If you want to post, just put it on your story. Mm-hmm. You don't have to even put it on your feed. No. You throw it on your story real quick.
Throw it on your story real quick for a little bit if you don't want it to, like,
interfere with the aesthetic
aesthetic of your fucking, like, actual pictures.
Some people take shit like that seriously.
Yeah, or it doesn't. If you don't want it tainting your pictures of your family.
Like, my baby does that. She every Wednesday when we come out, Talia posts on her story, and that's all it takes.
Literally,
boom. A screenshot, which is home button and power button.
Yeah. Exactly.
Post.
Or if you got an iPhone 10, it's home button. I mean, not even home button. It's power button and then volume up button.
Yeah.
Post.
Boom.
Post.
And you're set.
If you have an Android, power button and home button. Post.
And then as simple, like, if you want to take a step further, those 2 things are enough. But if you want to take it a step further, it's literally just a conversation.
Yes.
Like, listening to my friend's podcast.
Yeah.
What was the podcast? Because every time I mention that I have a podcast, people ask me, what's the name of the podcast? Mm-hmm. It's the logical next step in a conversation. And it's like, it's the BRONX Project podcast. And that's it. And that is word of mouth. That is what word of mouth entails.
Yes. Oh, cool. I'll listen to it.
Because you have no idea. Every time, like, I am very supportive of my friends. I'm very supportive of the people who I believe in. I promote for free. Like, I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for even gratitude.
Yeah.
It's like, this is dope. I want to promote it. Boom. Do that shit for us, guys.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, for real.
Like, we don't ask for it, but it's like, be a friend.
Friendship, just friendship. And if we're taking it out of friendship, or we're talking business, or we're talking numbers, that shit gotta go both ways.
definitely got to go both ways. Like, I understand your goals in life. You guys want to be the next big thing. So do we.
The frustrating thing is that when we promote you here, you get more views than when you promote us one time.
Hell yeah. And that is another thing that grinds my gears. That is the next thing that made me so mad, which is why I posted up those that story about me being pissed off. Is because this not to sound all like bougie, not to sound all salty and shit, but I came out with a song, and it was a good song. I think. And I'm not asking for everyone in the goddamn world. It's a distance. It's complicated. By Earl Grey Presents. We know this, people who listen. It was promoted in the last podcast.
And I tell you this, sorry to interrupt, there are people who we do not know. I have gotten DMs of people saying, yo, where can I listen to this song? These are people who we do not know. It's, cause listen, we're not asking you to promote a trash song. Listen to Distance. It's a good song that we could maybe use a little help promoting.
Yeah, that's all. And the thing is, what made me mad is that this is a song I posted up.
Great song, by the way. Yeah. I'm very proud of the song.
Thank you. And I don't expect it to get a lot of listens. I don't. It's on SoundCloud. You'll find it there.
I know a lot of people for the people who have been asking me, I didn't get to all the DMs because honestly, I don't really care. But just to answer it here, it's on SoundCloud. It's only on SoundCloud. We're working on getting it everywhere else. It will be up everywhere else.
It will eventually be everywhere else.
And for the people who are interested in Earl Grey and his music, know that he will be dropping more music subsequently. This is something that it's mostly him. I'm also taking it very seriously. I take most things that Josh does very seriously.
Thank you.
So that's why it also grinds my gears to see that.
Yes. And that's not. I'm not mad about not getting the listens,
bro. If it was a trash song, I would get it. I'm not even lying. Like, you're my best friend, but if it was a trash song, I would get people not wanting to promote it. It's a good song.
Oh, that's sad.
I said I would get people, not like, I'm always promoting, but I'm saying like Joe Schmo wouldn't want to promote a trash song.
No one wants to promote a trash song. The thing is, I'm not even looking for the promotion. I'm looking. This is what makes me mad. A lot of people I know are now wanting to be musicians. A lot of them want to be rappers.
Yeah.
Want to be artists of some sort. And they come to me because they knew me for the longest. And they know me as that music guy. That guy since high school who's been playing guitar in the hallways. Who's always been performing in like little coffee houses and shit.
Very true.
They know me as that guy. They know me as the musician Josh.
Drop the resume.
Yeah, there's a resume if you want to look through it. It's
he's been doing this.
I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know music. I know what sounds good. And a lot of these people who come to me genuinely have great songs. And I love it. I love all of their songs, and I really do. And I promote them. I promote them personally. I reblog this shit on SoundCloud. I like it. I tell people, hey, bros, listen to this shit. I promote it on my Tumblr, on my every social media thing that I have. I really do. Probably not Instagram, but who the fuck really looks at Instagram besides if you're looking at big boobs or big titties? Come on. Instagram is a terrible place to promote anything unless you got a lot of followers because you're some Instagram model. I promote it everywhere else. And they get all the listens in the world.
Right.
I don't ask anyone to promote stuff. I just ask, hey, listen to my new song. And inevitably, what should happen is like, hey, there's a great song. I'm gonna promote it.
Right.
That should happen. I get, hey, this is a good song. I get 16 listens.
Right.
Recently, since I posted it up, 19 listens. Right. That's all. The song's been out for like weeks.
For instance, like, there are people who do promote, who do help us.
Yeah.
Like Indigo. Shout out to Indigo.
Yes.
Bless you, bro.
Yes. Shout out to Indigo. He also, when No Sleep came out.
He does not know Earl.
Yeah.
At all. This is a guy who he knows whenever he drops something, whenever his boys drop something, he don't even have to ask me. I'm like, yo, send me the file. I'm gonna put that shit on my shit. I'm gonna put that shit on the BRONX project shit. And he just knows that that's the kind of relationship we have.
Yeah.
So that when I drop my shit, when Earl drops his shit, I don't even have to ask him. He's on it. And that is what quid pro quo means.
Literally.
That is what support means. It's like we support each other. It's not, I'm going to try to get what I can from this guy and give nothing back.
Yes. Look, so, if you're an artist out there, especially if you're an artist that knows me, or if you're an artist supporting another artist, it has to go both ways. Because...
This is crab in the barrel mentality, where it's like only one makes it out. No. If you look at anyone who's ever gotten famous, it's in a group dynamic.
Exactly.
Everyone lifts each other up.
Yes. This is not some type of business shit where I'm making burritos, but you're also making burritos. So I can't fuck with your burritos.
Us getting big is not going to stop your shit. Yeah,
bro.
If anything's going to help it.
Exactly. It's literally going to help it. Music is art, and art is collaborative. Stop being an asshole. Promote each other.
Distance. It's complicated. That shit's on Soundcloud.
Yeah.
Listen. Repost.
Listen. And I'm not even talking about my own fucking song anymore. I'm just talking about people in general, artists in general, trying to make it out of SoundCloud, trying to make it out of that budget that they're working on. It goes both ways. Promotion goes both ways. Listens go both ways. Help each other out. Believe me, we'll have a better universe with a lot of interesting songs to listen to. It's going to be amazing, but you guys got to not be lazy or selfish, or lazy and selfish at the same time, which I know a lot of people are lazy and fucking selfish. Stop being lazy and selfish. Listen to your boys' music. Stop being the bitch.
It honestly takes 30 seconds.
30 seconds. It takes 30 seconds, and maybe that 30 seconds turns into like 3 minutes if you listen to a song.
If you're actually listening to the song.
Yeah.
Because honestly, support is so crazy that like you get a stream even if you don't listen to the full song. Like even if you're busy and you can only play the song for 15 seconds, that's a stream.
Yeah, that's a stream right there. Whatever.
Support is just so easy to support is the thing that I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And so many people refuse to do it. But they'll do the word part of it. They'll do the they'll DM you like, yo, bro, love the podcast this week. Yeah. And it's like, thank you. Like I don't want to sound inconsiderate. I don't want to sound like I'm unappreciative. Thank you for listening. We get a healthy amount of views per week. It could always be better. Again, we're aiming for 1 million a week. We'll get there.
It could be a lot better, honestly.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It really could be a lot better.
But that's the thing, is that it could be a lot better. I think the quality is there. But it could be a lot better if people supported. Mm-hmm. And I honestly believe in this podcast. It's gonna get there. It's just a matter of when. I just think you guys are holding it back a little by not promoting. Like it.
I feel like it is getting held back from the lack of promotion, from the word of mouth. Like you and I can promote it as much as possible,
and it'll only reach the people that are already listening to
it. Exactly. And we could pay for promotions, and we'll probably gather 10 more listeners.
And we've done it in the past.
We've and
it's helped.
It's helped a tiny bit. It doesn't help a lot.
But do you want to pay every time you want to promote something?
No.
Nah, that's what you build a network for.
Bro, honestly, the best way to promote anything, and that's for all the people who are listening to right now, is word of mouth. Yeah. If you're an artist, if you're a podcaster, if you're doing anything related to that type of art, word of mouth is the way to go. And word of mouth has gotten a lot easier now thanks to technology, thanks to social media, thanks to
motherfuckers out here asking questions,
Facebook, things like that. Ask questions about us.
Ask questions about the song. Ask questions about the podcast.
Questions about the podcast, the songs, what we're gonna do in the future, shit like that, man. If you really want to take advantage of that ask me something shit on Instagram, take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. Promote yourself, but
we're not the
promote each other.
We're not the only people who complain about a lot of creatives who are struggling to gain a fan base have a similar complaint.
Yeah.
And what's weird about that is that those same creatives who are struggling to build a fan base also don't promote anyone.
Yeah.
But you need to understand that is how things get rolling.
Yes.
That, or you do some crazy shit on social media, like you try to go viral.
Yeah.
And Earl and I, we're not those people. We're not trying to go viral.
Bro, I'm not trying to be naked on the internet.
I want a healthy million per week.
I'm not trying to.
But I don't want to be on like, I'm not trying to get big. I'm not trying to get like famous or anything like that. I want a poppin' ass podcast. I want Earl to be able to release his music. Eventually I'm gonna do some music, because like, I enjoy making music. I don't know. It's
That's
weird for
another
me.
Conversation. That's another whole conversation.
It's for me. It's more of a matter of
time,
of belief in self. No, it's just belief in in myself. But my belief in self, like, I believe in you a lot more than I believe in myself. Essentially, so promote Earl's shit. For me, promote the podcast, which is also Earl's shit.
Yeah, promote the podcast, promote my music, but most importantly, promote each other. Promote each other as artists.
And that's how we rise to the top, guys.
And that's one thing I'm gonna end this. One thing I saw in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, is that people promote each other.
Yeah.
They really do. They really promote each other. You see a lot of local stores promoting local bands, local people who are trying to make it big. And they do, eventually, because of the support that people get.
It's wild. Like, for instance, Drake dropped Scorpion. His friends were promoting it. You think Drake needs any promotion?
No, he does not. None of his friends need to fucking promote that at all.
But they do it. You know why they do it? Because that's the thing you do.
Yeah, that's just the thing. You just promote. You promote the people you love.
Yeah. And you know, if you guys don't love us, it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't need your love anyway.
I want to fuck off.
But this has been the BRONX Project Podcast. I'm your host, Mirez.
And I'm your host, Earl Ray.
And support the shit, guys. We'll see you guys next week.